What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GameOverGreggy show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well.
You have one hair out of place.
Get it.
I'm going to pull it
Get
out
it.
like that. I destroyed it for you. Over here, the pride of Long Island, Colin Moriarty. He did the first down. If you're listening to
I thought that was the
listen to
touchdown.
audio,
That's how much I don't know.
God damn it, Nick.
They got a
You
touchdown,
thought this is a
everyone.
touchdown.
What's touchdown?
Thank you.
I thought that was field goal.
That's
Well,
also a field goal.
It's points have been scored. The play has
Sports doesn't
ended
make
in
any
points.
sense.
but
sense.
you can get a safety, and that's also points.
This is a safety.
Yeah,
It's the I Dream of Genie thing.
That is the I Dream of Genius.
that's true. That's true. And over here, the pure one, Tim Gettys.
Let Tim host.
Boys, we're all back together again.
I like this. This
And
is fun.
We're
It's been a
together
while.
for a very special episode. Colin Moriarty is 30 years old today.
30
Happy birthday,
years
Colin
old.
Thank you.
Moriarty.
How you doing? How's it feel to be an old man?
It's weird. I mean, I was talking to someone before. My 20s are gone. They're just gone now.
They're never coming back.
Nope.
You'll never
Never
be that
gonna-
young again.
nope.
You'll never
How
be
was
that
it?
That
hero,
sounds
that
scary.
Was
potent.
it a good decade for you?
It was.
The 20s?
It was pretty good. It had its ups and downs. Early on, it was especially good because I was stupid and young and in college, and you know, it's had its ups and downs. It's been good though. It was good. It was good. I feel like I could have done better. I feel like I could have done more.
But
That's
we've all
hindsight. That's
done
just
more.
hindsight 2020. You know.
But here I am at 30 years old. I can't believe it. My sister, who's 6 years older than me, like texted me this morning to wish me a happy birthday, and because she was like, she's a teacher, so she was in class, and there's a time difference and stuff, and she's like, shit, you're like 30 years old. That's weird. And that probably makes, I'm the youngest, so that probably makes my parents feel exceptionally old too. So
My mom had me when she was 30. So it's funny to think about that and then look at
Yeah, where we're at.
Yeah,
It's
what
like,
are we-
what is happening?
recording dumb shows in another room.
you got this idiot dog in your lap.
Got this idiot dog in my lap. He can't see over the computer. We just had to make him drink. He's sitting there going, thirsty. What do I do?
and you know,
Better keep sitting in Dad's lap. It's me, Portillo the dog.
Did you ever think you'd make it here, Colin?
to 30.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but like I've told you, back in the day, the Ouija board told me I was going to die when I was 23. So there was a moment, you know, in my teens where I was like, well,
Was it halfway there?
I'm gonna die
Damn
soon.
Ouija.
Yeah, but
trust
yeah, no,
the
here I
Ouija.
am. I'm blessed to be here.
Oh.
And
Hashtag blessed.
people hashtag bless, hashtag believe, hashtag
Believe you got to do the Li
LI
capital.
capitalize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, it's cool. I'm everyone's been very nice to me today, and I usually keep my birthday very like under wraps. Like I don't like to, you know, acknowledge my birthday.
Sure.
And I don't like to celebrate my birthday either. But this year, obviously, we're gonna go to Kentucky and do that. So
I don't know if we talk about that, if that's obvious to everybody. What are we doing?
we're going to me and you and a few people. These guys were
Ramon?
invited, but they didn't want to
Yeah,
come.
Ramon.
Yeah, Ramon's going, and Sin is going, and Charles Agnette's going, and our friend Eric Castro's going, which is a little foreshadowing of things to come for our channel as well, because he's going to be involved in something we're doing soon, etc. Some other people are going, and we're going to go to Kentucky and do 4 days of bourbon tasting.
Kentucky things.
You're gonna be hammered.
Oh, absolutely. We rented a house, which is awesome.
We're going to eat fried chicken.
Yeah, we're going
I'm
to
not
eat
joking.
plenty of fried
It's gonna be
chicken.
a lot of fried
yeah,
chicken.
you have to.
And
That's where it's not called Missouri fried chicken.
It's true.
It's Kentucky fried chicken. Is
That's
it called
true.
California fried
fact.
chicken? Greg?
No.
Is it called Arizona fried
CPK
chicken?
is California Pizza Kitchen. That's close.
Yeah, but that's just a travesty. Although I do love the barbecue chicken chop salad from CPK. I must admit, I like to throw a little avocado on that. When they ask you, would you like avocado? I have
You
to
say
say
yes.
yes. I
Yeah?
have to.
You say yes. You add it in.
Can't
there?
turn down a good avocado.
What's this?
so my lovely girlfriend got me a bunch of bourbon for my birthday, and she got me a bottle of Basil Hayden's, which is an awesome bourbon. So
That's
I'm gonna
good
crack
bourbon.
that up. And next week we'll crack open another one that she got me.
I gotta say the flourishings on that are a little questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questionable?
Yeah, I mean,
What?
it looks like a 16-year-old girl's like.
Where are you going with this?
Goldschlager?
Halloween costume?
Know where you were going with
It looks like her belt. Looks like her a
That
16-year-old
looks
girl's
like
belt.
a
It's
Gucci.
it's
like a
garish.
Gucci ripoff belt.
Okay.
Colin, I have to apologize to you also. Before we continue, I need you to raise your mic a little bit because that was actually set for Veronica last week.
Yeah, thanks so much, Veronica Belmont, for coming on the show last week.
She was awesome.
She was great.
Very, very cool. It was nice to have
Colin, where
her
you were in
energy.
New York.
Yeah.
You were horribly sick.
Yeah, I got really sick.
That's good right there. Colin.
'Cause
My
you-
butthole was not doing so well.
So
Yeah.
what was it? Was it the stress of New York Comic Con, or was it the fact that you went when I called you your first day in New York? We had that quick conversation because I needed to just run some stuff by you, and you were like, "This." I think perfectly summed up your New York vacation. You were like, just talk fast because I'm about to get in the car with my dad and we're going. Where's the pizza place?
Ragtime.
We're going to Ragtime right now. So this is, and I felt so bad, like I was interrupting.
Oh, no, you weren't
like
interrupting me at all.
the Moriarty ritual.
No,
you know,
you
of like
weren't
every
there.
time Colin comes back, he just immediately gets in the car. They don't say anything. It's just an unspoken thing that they're going to this place.
It was awesome when I landed. I landed late, but my dad made reservations at this place in Williston Park, which is like right by Queens.
Wilson.
And
Do you do that when you drive there?
Yeah.
Wilson.
It's Williston, but my
Williston. Park.
my dad made reservations, and so we had great Italian food the first day I was there, and then the pizza and Chinese food. I went to my uncle's on Sunday to watch football, and we had Heroes and more pizza. And
Now, when you got the Heroes, I know we're going long on this.
Why do we care? It's our show. We do whatever we want.
Well, I know we got some topics to get to. Some really good topics today. But do they put like the oil kind of vinegar mix on the Heroes? That
you can get that if you want. I get mayonnaise.
I used to love that because you have to eat it. The only downside of the oil vinegar mix is that they don't. If you have anything left over, you can't.
Yeah,
it's done the
soggy.
next day.
Yeah,
It's just a mop.
Yeah, you
the
don't
next
want
day.
that.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not down with that.
But that day with that tang,
Gotta have the tank.
Remember Tang, guys?
Yeah.
I do remember
With
Tang.
Cheetos?
It's the astronaut drink.
Okay. Let's
Where is
not.
Where is he?
Huh?
Is he here?
No, Cheetos is not here.
Cheetos
Is Cheetos here?
He's out
Stupid
drinking
ass
Tang.
Cheetos,
presidential
people-
monkey.
you know what's
Everybody
funny
go buy the Moriarty Miller shirt.
No.
Vote with your wallet.
No.
People find Cheetos
Districtlines.com
everywhere.
/ kind of funny.
And you guys are great for this. Thank you so much. He's a little rambunctious, that Cheetos. He just goes everywhere. People keep sending me pictures of him just
different
randomly
trees.
hanging off a branch.
Everyone
here, hanging off a
Photoshop
branch.
Cheetos into your favorite thing and tweet it at Nick Scarpino. At Nick_Scarpino.
That's something I've been wanting to bring this up. And I think right now on the show is a good time.
Yeah.
I want to start doing just Photoshop challenges.
Oh, that's a
Is
good
this the first
idea.
one?
Giving the people, yeah.
Okay.
Just Photoshop Cheetos. It's funny. Usually you need to give someone a picture to put on things. But no, just you can find your own Cheetos.
Cheetos, of course, the orangutan. That's part of your presidential campaign. The
He's-
party.
I didn't announce this yet, but he is actually going to be our Secretary of State.
Oh, wow.
If
I didn't
when
even
we
know
are
that.
elected.
Well,
I
yeah,
just
you don't,
meant-
I don't
you're
think
just
I don't think there's a
probably
lot
You're
of
the
things
vice
you know.
president. You're going to be the vice president. You're a figurehead.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even
You're a pretty face to shake hands with.
You'll live at the
babies.
Naval Observatory. You're going to have all the power, and our Secretary of State will be the first Secretary of State in history that can't speak any language, which is going to be very
Can-
problematic
wait,
because
can orangutans
because
sign? Can they sign?
they probably can. That's
Oh,
going to be
Cheetos
essential.
can.
The Secretary of State, of
Don't
course,
be
is our,
ignorant,
is our
bro.
head diplomat, so it's very
Yeah.
important that
Who
He just
doesn't?
goes
that they
there.
can speak.
Who
to-
doesn't love an orangutan?
We send them. We send Cheetos to Iran to negotiate nuclear treaties.
Oh my God, guys.
Great. It's going to be
So
so
I
great.
brought up Tang, and I brought up Cheetos, not because orangutan, which is why you probably thought I did. I was talking about the 90s drink Tang,
Tang, the astronaut string.
which his mascot was an orangutan, and I just realized why that was a thing.
That blew my mind just now. I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I didn't either know,
Okay.
but I knew when you said Tang, you meant the drink, and they had a mascot
Okay,
that was an
good,
orangutan.
good.
You wasn't like, you guys remember Tang, and we're like, orangutan Cheetos. Whose brain file works that way? You remember
that's
Tang?
crazy, though.
We go
Yeah, it's like
back.
going through all like your Dewey Decimal
We're like
System
Cindy
cards.
Tang? No, that doesn't make any sense. Orangutan.
I feel like maybe
in
we-
his head it's Tang, oranga.
I feel like maybe we should preface for the audience watching at home right now that we are filming this exorbitantly late at night.
Yeah.
Because of the sheer amount of traffic that we made poor Colin Moriarty sit through on his 30th birthday. Thanks largely to there's a music festival. No, there's a big Salesforce conference.
It had nothing to
happening.
do with that. It's all because of the Giants.
And the damn
I'll be the
Giants
first to
game.
say, Hunter Pence, go fuck yourself.
Wow.
God
Don't do
damn.
that.
Things just changed.
You gotta keep
God
winning
damn.
these baseball games.
He's-
I gotta
he's
sit in the
killing it,
traffic
too.
because of
God
he's doing a really
damn.
good job. Oh goddamn!
Topic.
No, not yet. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't
Topic.
know, this is the Game Over Greggy show each and every week. 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather around this table, each bringing a random topic of conversation for your amusement. If you like that, there are a number of ways to get the show, and it all starts each and every Friday when a new episode, both in MP3 and video form, post over on kindoffunny.com. You can go there, you can get on the Patreon page, exclusive access. You get there, you can get it there. We have a bunch of different perks and stuff we'll be getting to in a second. You can go over to the Bandcamp, buy the MP3. You go over to the Vimeo, you buy the video. It's all there on kindoffunny.com. If you don't want to spend any money on us or Monets on us, I totally understand. It's all right. Don't worry. Instead, starting on Monday, you can go to youtube.com/kindoffunny and start watching the videos right there, topic by topic, broken out for your amusement. Now that I've said that, of course, it's actually starting on Sunday this week, but I'll be quiet, and that doesn't matter. I closed it so people could see Porty Colin, because I know they mattered him. Nick,
Yes,
Kevin sits behind the camera.
he does.
He was an addition we added to the show that we like.
He's the business.
He was addition by subtraction, some would say. People paid over on Patreon to insult me in Hunter Pence style signs.
Yeah, the first
similar
one.
to the Hunter Pence video we do all the time.
Sure.
You get to choose the next one here.
All right. Ooh, this is fun.
You have a list of those ones there. Don't do the highlighted one because that's the one we did
because
last
Kevin's
week.
not here.
Kevin's not here. Oh yeah, Kevin's like dying or something.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Okay.
He had strep throat last week. Then they thought it might be coming back today. and he showed up like he was gonna work in my house. Get out of here.
Oh, that's one of the Photoshop challenges. That's how the idea came up. I want them to Photoshop what they think Kevin looks like.
Okay, well don't give off too many challenges here.
2 challenges.
Two.
There's 2 this week.
And so how do they submit them to us? Tweet at
Twitter.
Kind of Funny Vids.
Yeah.
Tweet at Kind of Funny Vids. This is the Twitter account for this channel.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Greg,
Yeah, you took away the thing.
are you ready for your
Number
next insult?
1632. Yeah.
This comes from at Foundation Vids via Robbie, I think. Otherwise, Robbie's name's under it, and Robbie has nothing to do with this, but that's how spreadsheets work. Greg Miller.
Robbie has nothing to do with it. It's at Foundation Vids.
Got it. Greg Miller doesn't pay it forward at Starbucks.
I don't know what that means at Starbucks. What does that mean? What is
Pay
it?
it forwards when you like pay for the guy behind you. It's like, I'll pay for what that guy's
yeah, I don't do that. That guy should get a job and then pay for his own coffee.
Damn.
You know,
It also
Some of that
breaks,
Ayn Rand shit.
It breaks the system. And what is that guy next to the no? I'll pay it. And how do you do that? That doesn't make any. Oh, I guess it's Starbucks. No, because at Starbucks you need to know what people are doing, right? Like you can't ahead of time. Would you know if Colin's behind me? Am I gonna know that he ordered a pumpkin spice latte?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works.
So you've never done neither.
I've
you
never
two,
done it. Are you
two go to
kidding me?
Starbucks more than anybody I know.
I have my hang-ups about Starbucks lately, and here they are.
Oh God.
Lately, I've been walking in, and they don't know who I am, and they don't know my drink, and I find that insulting. What's funny is I also find it insulting when they just assume my drink because they do know who I am, and they don't ask me.
Nick problems.
It's a conundrum.
Yeah.
They
call that 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
They call it the baker's dozen.
Yeah.
They do call it the baker's dozen.
sure
God damn right they do. First topic
Yes.
is the first ever 5th topic from patreon.com/kindoffunny. Over there,
Added value.
Sean Pitts did the thing where he pledged that amount. He paid that amount. So
You got
now
that
his topic
ire
gets
look. You looked at me with ire.
it gets read. Here's what I want to point out though, everybody, is that Sean Pitts, aside from being a Patreon, is a diehard Kind of Funny fan.
So his name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
His brother's Brad Pitt.
Oh.
That is not
Brad
true
Pitts?
at all.
No.
Brad Pitts.
No, he is the one who he comes to everything. See, this sucks. Now Kevin's going. I got to keep all the goddamn notes on this thing too.
Indispensable,
them
that,
out.
Kevin.
Did you would have died in here. You're like Mr. Obsessive Compulsive about that kind of stuff. You wouldn't want somebody out there with maybe strep throat.
No,
hacking
definitely
on
not.
stuff in the thing.
Maybe strep throat.
Really not.
Yeah, okay.
kick
Anyways,
a fool.
Sean Pitts, diehard fan of Kind of Funny, supports us all on Twitter, came to every New York Comic Con panel we did, was there, killing himself for us, wearing the shirt. First ever Kind of Funny shirt I've seen. He was
awesome.
wearing it.
Damn.
His dedication to Kind of Funny, so severe as in terms of like an affliction, because it's a sickness being dedicated to
Go
Cheetos.
down with it.
He overnighted the Kind of Funny Vids shirt so he could wear it to one of our panels.
Dedication.
That's a dedication.
That's awesome.
Buy your shirts
Shout out
at
to Sean Pitts,
District Lines.
brother of Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's brother,
.com.
Sean Pitts.
Such Kind of Funny. Sean Pitts' topic is this. Hey, Kind of Funny. So recently I watched a documentary about the singularity, not the video game. They touch on the idea of artificial intelligence. Do you guys think making a computer that can think for itself and make its own decisions is a good idea? Can you touch on your thoughts about AI? Thanks, your friend Sean Pitts at Sean Twisters. All one word. SEANTWISTERS. Tim,
I'm gonna say yes.
it's a good idea to have a computer that can think for
Good
itself.
idea. Yeah.
No. No.
Because all the movies make it sound so bad.
Yes.
So I feel like we'd understand how to deal with it by now. We've seen a lot of those movies. iRobot. And that one
Terminator?
Simone, I think it was.
Simone?
It was something like that.
No, that's not a real thing.
That
You can't
was a
just
real
say that
thing.
instead.
No,
of-
it was.
There was
It
a
was a
movie
movie
called
with-
Simone.
I think it was
About Rogue AI.
an Al Pacino movie.
Yes,
where
it was an Al
he-
Pacino movie.
Which was funny because I remember watching that movie thinking this is similar to Macross Plus. In that there was an artificial person that everyone thought was real, but it ended up being an artificial intelligence that was like this huge pop stars. That might not have been Macross Plus. That might have been Macross 2. Tweet at me, which would someone will tell me which one it was. But
The
yeah, I
entire
remember that
plot
movie.
of Metal Gear.
Oh, there it is. Simone, you're right. Yeah, Al
Simone,
Pacino.
oh, I nailed it,
Al
yeah.
Pacino is perfect. The summer's most delirious comedy. It's a comedy?
I don't remember it being funny.
I didn't watch it. Anyway, my point was people watch these movies. I haven't seen that or iRobot, but I'm assuming they don't end well.
No.
So we should learn from that.
Well, iRobot has
we
a
should make
somewhat
them
happy
friendly
ending.
robots.
It
that
has
do
a
friendly
somewhat
things.
friendly...
Happy ending.
They send all the robots off to Robot Island, and then the premonition of the one robot looking down at all of them getting into their prison cell boxes comes true. And you imagine he leads a revolution shortly thereafter.
All right, that's not how I read it. I thought they were just going to have a small party and then go home.
Yeah.
They don't go home. They were there to live the rest of their existence in the back of those little trailers.
Well, that's not good.
No, we should not have computers thinking for themselves.
Yeah, we should.
No, they're gonna come to the same conclusion, Tim. We are bad for the Earth. We are going to destroy the planet.
Yeah.
If they destroy us, they don't have to. If they release maybe Ebola, thanks a lot, Windows 95, then everybody, that's the virus. See, computers thinking
what?
virus, they understand.
How did Windows 95 have?
I assume Windows 95 was the first sentient program.
Damn, what if that was a thing? Like, there's out there, Windows 95 is chilling, just waiting for his
Just
time to
waiting?
attack.
Waiting.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything
He
well,
just
though.
comes, it's like, doon, doon, doon,
But
doon,
every-
doon. That was my version of the startup sound for Windows 95.
Do it again?
I'm doon, 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 doon.
I don't even remember the Windows
I don't
95 startup
remember
sound,
that
but it doesn't
either.
sound like that.
I heard it in my head. It didn't sound like what I just made out of my mouth, so.
I remember what a badass I felt like when I hacked Windows
Oh,
95
of
to put
course.
up my own welcome screens and like my own sounds.
You did that for 95?
Yeah.
I had to wait till XP to even think
No,
about
come
that.
on, man. Well, I went down an AOL keyword search,
Ah.
found a bunch of wrestling stuff I was looking for, and they told me how to do it.
I might have just blocked 95 out of my brain. I just remember 98. Wasn't it just
95 was a
Windows 98?
revolution, dude.
Yeah, 98 was the weird one of the stepbrother ones. It's like
Was it?
Vista. Get the fuck out of here.
Vista was the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, Windows 2000 was
We're still on XP. Oh, no, we're at Windows 7 now, right?
We,
Or is it
we went
8?
from XP to Vista to 8.
Aren't we 10 now?
When
10's coming
XP,
up?
Vista 7, 8. Now we're skipping to 10.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
There's just no 9.
Nice. Colin, do you want this to happen? Do you want computers thinking for themselves? Do you want
Computers
artificial
already do think for themselves, but the danger is a computer. Like, it's a real danger, and it's a danger that is accepted in some literature, nonfiction literature. It could really happen, which is that, like Greg was saying, AI becomes intelligent enough to realize that we're not really even necessary, and that we're probably the only thing standing in between them and doing whatever they want. If they learn enough and can figure things out enough and become sentient, that's really, really bad. And I think that's why, since the beginning of sci-fi, there have been stories about this happening, and it's never good. Terminator, of course, is probably the most famous one, but we've talked about Battlestar
I
Galactica
feel like
many
there's
times.
there's a lot of friendly robots though.
Well, the
outside of like the
problem is-
Jetsons robot, not a fictional robot.
Bumblebee.
The problem is they
Uh,
all start friendly, right? In iRobot, for instance, they start friendly. Their whole purpose is to serve human beings, and they have the core. I forget what they call it, the rule or the rules of governing artificial intelligence, which state that you can't hurt. You always, you're here to help humans. You can't hurt a human by either directly or by not throwing yourself. I'm slaughtering these right now, but that's how they get around it, right?
I typed in robot law and hit enter, and it decided to autofill to robot lawnmower.
See, now
That's
that
how it
I'm
starts.
not okay with.
That's how it
Yeah,
starts.
that would be bad.
I dated a girl once that had a Roomba. Do you remember those things?
Yeah, we remember.
Yeah.
And it was terrifying.
The 3 laws of robotics. Number
Yes.
1, a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. I'm really doing a great job hosting today. Number 2, a robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. 3, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law.
So really, it's all about that first law.
That first law is pretty important.
Yeah.
Now, I think they think that in iRobot, I think the conclusion they came to was that it was the best way to protect human beings was to basically imprison them and become their masters, so that we would never hurt ourselves because
We're just putting a zoo.
Yeah.
We're just basically putting a big people zoo.
Colin, what are you working on?
Yeah.
That's what the lawnmowers are gonna do.
I was trying to find something because I couldn't remember the name of the book.
You get a bad rap on the show sometimes. Is always looking at your phone.
Yeah.
I know that 90% of it is usually generating something for the show.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm calling
yeah,
you
yeah.
out.
Sometimes not,
Sometimes
but
he
yeah.
just takes selfies of himself and sends them to Kevin.
No, I
that's
was
you.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking
Sounds
up,
like a Colin thing to do.
I was looking up so I was reading this book by Nick Bostrom lately, and I think I brought it up on the show before, but maybe not. It's called Superintelligence: Paths, Dangers, and Strategies, and this was actually tweeted out by.
I would have remembered that. You did
It's
not bring that up.
I love the cover. It's a picture of an owl, which is awesome.
An
but
owl?
yeah, but here's what the book's about, because I think people should read this book. It's really, really good. It's really fucking scary, actually. And here's just a little taste of it. Superintelligence asks the questions: what happens when machines surpass humans in general intelligence? Will artificial agents save or destroy us? Nick Bostrom lays the foundation for understanding the future of humanity and intelligent life. The human brain has some capabilities that the brain of other animals lack. It is to these distinctive capabilities that our species owes its dominant position. If machine brains surpass human brains in general intelligence, then this new superintelligence could become extremely powerful, possibly beyond our control. As the fate of the gorillas
Yeah.
now depends more on humans than on the species itself, so would the fate of humankind depend on the actions of the machine superintelligence. And here, these are, they have little blurbs from like people. There's a few really interesting ones, like from people that have read the book and stuff. So here's one from Stuart Russell, professor of computer science at Berkeley. Nick Bostrom makes a persuasive case that the future impact of AI is perhaps the most important issue the human race has ever faced. Instead of passively drifting, we need to steer a course. And that's one. There's Martin Rees, past president of Royal Society, says those disposed to dismiss an AI takeover as science fiction may think again after reading this original and well-argued book. And I like this one too. Popular Science says, a magnificent conception. It ought to be required reading on all philosophy undergraduate courses by anyone attempting to build AIs and by physicists who think there is no point to philosophy. Damn. So it basically is saying like the book's really interesting because it makes the case that this is more important than environmentalism. This is more important than, all of these issues that we deal with because it's imminent. And like we are going to make intelligence that can start to think for itself and evolve, and it's going to be a problem for us, and we don't think about it because we think it's science fiction, but it's not,
Didn't we see the movie Her?
Yes.
That was a great movie.
Spike Jonze, great film.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
That's proving Colin's case, right? Where not necessarily they didn't have any sort of ulterior motive that was negative in that film, but what ends up happening is,
spoilers. I'm just giving a shout out for spoilers because I know people are going to freak out. Just a heads up.
It doesn't go the way that he necessarily wants, right? And that after he has a relationship with the girl, and then eventually
it's just the AI.
It's the AI, right? Who is a female, but then eventually she just evolves, right? And it evolves out of the concept of having a relationship with a human anymore, because
is she cheating on him?
Yeah, well, with other artificial intelligence and other
No. She's cheating on with other men.
with other guys, yeah.
No way.
But also, I mean,
It's because like she can think. The AI can do so much in nanoseconds, right? That it's having. He asks her
Sex
like,
everywhere.
how many other people are there? And she says something like 293 or something like that.
So she's dating other guys, not only that, but she's also
in love with them as well.
The entirety of the community is also in communication with each other because they're AI, so they can be in constant communication
And then
with one another.
they all, at the end, like you should watch
teaching
it.
each other and learning and evolving,
cool.
and then it eventually. I just totally spoiled it for you because it's a really poignant thing. It's a really great movie.
It's a great movie. They all leave,
But they don't end up forming Skynet or anything. They just
who the fuck knows? They just disappear.
They're just out there.
See, I think you guys are hating too hard. I think that they were nice. They got together and they had a little get. Nick brought it up earlier. The party. They're probably just having a party. Things are gonna be fun for everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Skynet, first of all, is the coolest name of anything ever. I used to always name my computers and my computer.
Starscream is the coolest.
Starscream's a cool one.
Starscream
But I would
is the
name all my
coolest name.
computers and my wireless networks when I was younger Skynet. So because I just thought it would be funny, like showing up like that and then you connect to it.
Death Star, also a cool name. Star
Death Stars,
Destroyer,
yeah.
also a cool name.
Stars, just having star
In the name.
Star Crush. So
Star Killer.
I think that he's talking more about the singularity, which the singularity is the synthesis of humans and technology, and I think that they talk about that in the book too, about how so think about Lobot in The Empire Strikes Back, like a cyborg, something with with the ability to interface with a computer. That's going to be possible.
Which one's Lobot?
He's Lobot is the aid on Bespin that helps. That's like
he's got the funny thing on his head.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Which one's IG-88?
IG-88 is the tall robotic bounty hunter,
Which
that
one
we
was
first see on
the one that looks like a lizard man?
Bosk.
Yeah, he's the jam.
Yeah.
Which one is the guy who has slaves?
Oh God, Ani.
You remember me?
So I think I don't know. I think it's interesting. That book's really interesting. People should definitely read it because it's just an interesting thought about we might want to pay more attention to this because technology is growing so rapidly that we are going to have if you can it's scary if you Skynet's all about it's a computer network. It's not even really robots. The Terminators are the robots, but that just declares nuclear war on humanity.
And that's what would happen. I think eventually these not nuclears because they would know that would destroy the planet and them too, but. I think that's the thing. If you come up with a robot that's going to think and evolve and do all these things, it's going to sort it out that we're a problem.
Yeah, I'm just being a jackass. Honestly, we're all fucked if that happens.
Yeah.
I think it's already. I mean, here's the thing, though. Is it going to be one big boom, or is it going to be a slow?
Sure, we're already on the path.
We're already on the path, right? We've already seen people being able to hack systems and things like that, and people's personal information. We know how delicate that line is between the technology we use and how damaging it can be. What if those systems were all self-serving? What if they're all self-aware? what's to stop them from leaking all of our nude pictures out onto the internet?
Yeah. Or just like straight up, like when you're taking a dick pic, it's shocking you in the dick. 'Cause it's like, no.
That would be the worst.
Dick pics are the least of your worries. The machines are self-aware. I got to be honest with you.
Or if they can physically make your phone shock you.
The thing about her
that'd be the worst.
was that up until it got, I guess even throughout the movie, it was that I wanted that technology to exist. A personal assistant in your pocket to do all these things with, and not the sex
Siri.
stuff. Yeah, but Siri sucks right now, right?
Stuff.
It's not the same stuff. I mean, I'm talking about like, do this, move that, call this person for me, and tell them this, and da. Like that was all awesome. So I want that. I want those technological advancements, but then I just don't want them to take over the world.
Yeah, no,
which is
that.
inevitable.
It's going to happen. So, like, here's the thing. AI is going to go rogue. It's not going to be this, like, thing where...
We're going rogue.
It's not going to be this thing where it's going to, like, destroy the world, but someone's going to make AI probably in the next decade or two that does go rogue. It's going to do something that's not supposed to do, and that's, like, when everyone's going to wake up and be like... Think about it this way. If you can have a computer, you know, and it can learn... And then it knows, like, so it can learn, like, oh, the guy's shutting me down. I don't want that, you know, like, because I'm connected or whatever, and oh, it's erasing something from my file. Like, I don't want that, and then it starts to fight back a little, you know, like a little bit and resist. Like, it's not going to be this thing where like suddenly a nuclear bomb is put up because someone has a rogue AI. But I think the book is kind of instructing us to like just think more carefully about it because. He does use the example of like humanity is the apex predator on the planet. We can do whatever we want. We can kill every species. We can do whatever the fuck we want. We know better.
Ballers.
But we can literally destroy. We can literally destroy the planet and everything on it in 2 seconds. And that's not something that a gorilla can do. It's not something a dolphin can do. You know what I mean? Like that's something that someone with a human. That's something that someone with a human mind can do. Mm-hmm. And the question is basically, what if something's smarter than us? What can they do?
It's like the ghost data.
That's a pretty cool.
Mario Kart.
The ghost data.
Ghost data.
Oh,
yeah, it's like, why are they so much better than me? It's based off what I did, but better.
Oh yeah, that thing always taunts me. It haunts me.
You've never played Mario Kart?
No, never once. Just that one summer, but it's mostly a blur. Let's take a little page out of the book. War Games. Did you see this movie with Matthew
War
Broderick?
Games.
Now this is the dangerous part of having an artificial intelligence that might not even be necessarily self-aware, but has so much power given to it that one small hiccup might cause thermonuclear war, right? And in this specific instance, the machine thought it was playing a game, specifically thermonuclear war, and it wasn't, right? It was actually causing what it thought it was going to do, right? Or what it thought the game was about. So that's what terrifies me, is that we give these things so much power, and then there's that one small thing we didn't account for that totally causes the human species to be wiped off the map.
Yeah. It's possible. I love that game. I love that movie. Rather,
it's a great movie.
I don't know. It's just it's
except for the pterodactyl part.
It's a fascinating trope in sci-fi, and it's often really interesting when people explore it. So like I like exploring it, and I think people do it in really cool ways. Terminator is like still obviously one of the most brilliant ways that like people go back, use time travel and all this stuff. And the Terminators are basically the agents of Skynet and stuff like that, like to try to stop everything from being changed. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool, Battlestar's awesome. Its own kind of thing about robots literally turning on their humans, but then later maybe feeling bad about it. There's like all this like really cool stuff that people explore since the days of Asimov and stuff like that. And that I really enjoy. But people read that book by Nick Bostrom. I think people would enjoy it. Yeah,
awesome. It's Bad News Bears. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It's gonna happen. I'm with you. I agree. It's gonna happen.
I'm gonna go.
It is going to happen. I think we'll be able to contain it.
My goal is that in our lifetime we get the good parts before it goes rogue.
Oh, it definitely will. We'll get the artificial intelligent doctors who will, you just go and you'll talk to them and they'll know exactly what's wrong with you, and it'll be awesome. And then they'll listen to how your day is going, and they'll listen to you complain about your wife because they won't care because they're treating 40 other patients at the same time. It won't matter.
That's not gonna happen.
No, they already have
cyborg doctors.
They're already doing the thing where you can like Skype in with the doctor and talk to them, so you don't have to go to their office anymore.
That's not the same thing.
Imagine if that thing was. It's like put a brick of your blood in the machine.
If it talks like that, still,
I was really, like, all right, I'll
really
put it
mad.
in the blood machine, and then it's like you have some sort of bad STD, and you're like, is it curable?
So wait, so now you're saying that you have the blood machine at your house?
Yeah, you'd have the little
Skyping,
blood machine.
But they
set
sent
up,
you a blood machine,
a breathalyzer. You put some stool in it if you have to get a stool recognizer.
Stool recognizer.
One for urine.
Bring out the stool recognizer. You put the poop in there. It's like, yep, this is stool. I recognize it.
I'm just throwing
out
ideas.
What does the robot look like? Is it like R2?
Yeah, no, it looks like whatever you want it to look like. So you can program it to look like Charlize Theron, like
But you're talking about now. Look, you see what he's talking about. The thing that takes the stool. Not the doctor on the other end.
Yeah,
of
no.
Skype.
In this
They
world,
all look like Charlize Theron.
in this world, it would probably be tied into your toilet. So you could just go to the bathroom normally, and then it would analyze and then send the information back to Charlize.
See, I'm just gonna assume
Dr. Theron will call you
Yeah.
up and say, "What's up? You need to stop eating so much dried
Yeah.
fruit. It is wreaking havoc on
I give it
on your
3 more
internal."
years. So like maybe like the iPhone 7 Plus or 7S, the 7S. That'll have like NFC technology that you just poop on your phone and it'll just tell you
Jesus.
what's wrong.
Or you poop.
That'd
near
be
your-
awesome.
Or you just poop near your phone and you're like,
Yeah.
just waffle it in there a little bit, and it understands. It's like
Dr.
you need
Theron
more.
then speaks
You
to
need
you.
more protein in your diet. You are eating too many chicken wings. Oh, that is protein.
No doctor's ever said that. Don't worry about that. Thank you, Sean Pitts, for your suggestion. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, over on patreon.com/kindafunny, you can support us there. And one of those tiers involves getting your topic read on the show.
That was my Terminator thumbs up.
No, it's just your thumbs up. That's not even what he did. Remember? 'Cause
That's what he does.
No, this is the chain, and he comes out and he just lets go of the chain, and then just goes like that.
No, he lets
There's
go.
no- why
He
would
lets
he be
go of
doing
the
this?
chain. He lets go of the chain, and as he's dying, in his last effort, he sends a signal to his hand to give John Connor the thumbs up. True story. It happens. I'm not making this up.
2
Thumbs up. Check it.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Check it and wreck it. Look it. Look it. It's a poignant moment.
But look,
He's
yeah,
going down.
look at him hanging onto the freaking
Wait
chain,
for
just
it.
like Greg Miller said.
Wait for it.
I want to mute this
He's
so we don't
dying.
have the copyright
No, it's
strike.
so good. Let's everyone hear the music.
In your face! No, what you said
Wait
didn't
for it.
happen. It is a poignant moment.
Boom! Take it for what it's worth.
It's on camera. You not doing that. You doing
He
this.
literally is this. He goes.
I mean,
Why is it the Battlefield theme song?
They're very
it's as
similar.
clear as day that what you're saying doesn't
He
happen.
gives a thumbs up,
Yes, again. I'm not.
and then
I'm
it
not
goes all
confused
screwy.
what the discrepancy is between what he said and what.
No, Nick, do yours again.
It goes like this. He's here, and he gives a little swirl, and a thumbs up. Now I might be putting my own interpretive dance on this, my own little
Now watch what happens in the movie.
little history on this.
Well, it's like what he did.
You're just doing it to piss me off.
No,
now.
I really don't understand.
Look,
Like,
what do you mean? His hand is open and it goes in and then he does this. At no point. Look at what is on
I know, but so your whole thing is that he doesn't turn his hand like that. I think
Yes.
I think you're being a little silly. I think you're being a little silly.
You're splitting hairs here, buddy.
I think you're being a little
You're
silly.
splitting
I
hairs.
wasn't splitting hairs. That was the fucking basis of the argument.
He's splitting
You said
hairs.
one thing, I said it didn't
You're
happen
talking
that
about
way.
the twist. He's talking about just the finger move.
You're being a little silly.
Yeah, he closes his hand to a thumbs up, yes.
Well, he has like this nice little roll.
It's a little
to it.
roll to it.
It's like a piano
It's a
roll.
little roll.
That's just how Nick Scarpino gives the thumbs up.
So everyone gives a thumbs up. That's worth it.
Oh my god, thank you, Sean Pitts, for tearing this group apart.